Hello everybody. If you have a corner Lazy Susan cabinet, this is an under counter cabinet, and you've got a problem with the doors and decided to replace the hinges, selecting the right hinge might be a little intimidating. This happens to be a Home Crest cabinet, and my experience with their customer service is less than stellar. They make things so much more complicated than they have to be. When I bought these cabinets, I was under the impression that the hardware was guaranteed for life. And the typical runaround you get is either the manufacturer they use for the hinge doesn't make that hinge anymore, or they switch manufacturers and no longer have access to the original hinge. But the fact of the matter is, the hinges that they're using today on their cabinets, in all probability, would work on this older cabinet. But you can't get them to cooperate with you, and they send you sort of on a wild goose chase to find a replacement hinge. Replacement hinges are not that difficult to figure out, so let me show you my journey. Step one in picking the right hinge is to decide whether you have a frame or frameless cabinet. And this is an example of a framed cabinet. And the easiest way to think about this is the opening has a frame around it, sort of like a picture frame, and that the edge of the frame is at a different level than the side wall of the cabinet. So this is a very traditional, conventional framed style cabinet. The other important tip is that you'll notice that the mounting hardware is still attached to the frame. The hinge is not attached to it. There is one little trick to know about regarding these hinges, and that is when you hang these doors, if you're trying to hang the door with the hinge, it can be a little difficult to maneuver and to handle. But the mounting plates are generally detachable. You notice in the earlier shot I showed you that the mounting plate was still mounted to the frame, and the mounting plate releases with this little spring-loaded clip here. So when you depress on the end of the hinge that's inside the cabinet, it releases the mounting plate. And here's another version of it. This one's very similar, but you depress on the end of it and it will detach from the mounting plate, and you can easily remove the door or install the door with that little trick. So picking a hinge, it doesn't have to be very intimidating. There are only a couple of measurements you need to know, and that is, number one, on these Lazy Susan corner cabinets, how much opening do you want? And generally the conventional opening is 165 degrees or 170 degrees. I think 165 is a little more common, but 170 also is not going to hurt you. The other thing that makes hinge replacement a little more difficult than it has to be is that it's very hard to find the manufacturer's name or part numbers on it. I've had almost no luck finding the name of the manufacturer or a part number. The mounting plates typically have some numbers on the underside, but I in general have not found manufacturers' names or numbers on the hinge itself. So how do you select the right hinge? Once you've determined in the opening, the most important dimension is really this cup size, this hole you see here, and the standard is 35 millimeters. The other thing you want to do is check the spacing between the mounting holes, and the standard spacing seems to be around 45 millimeters. And once you have those three dimensions, this cup diameter, mounting hole spacing, and the angle of opening, 165 or 170, that's all you need to select the right hinge. This is my old broken hinge, so I'll leave that here at the top. And here's my new hinge. My new hinge, I bought two of them on eBay. It's May of 2020. And I paid $11 and change plus free shipping and then some sales tax. So right around $12 and change for a pair of these hinges. There were cheaper ones available, but I was very concerned about making sure I didn't go too cheap on this because you want all the hardware to be able to hold up. There are obvious similarities. The cup slightly different, but this diameter fits 35 millimeter perfectly, and the mounting plates are slightly different, but the hole spacing is exactly the same. I'm able to mount the new mounting plate where the old one was. Both of the mounting plates detach, as I showed you earlier, by just pushing in on the spring clip on the end. They detach, and you can install the mounting plates first, and then install your hinge in your door, and then hang your door by just snapping the two hinges onto the mounting plates. So I hope that helps you. That's subscribing to my channel, and give me a like if you found this at all informative or helpful. Thanks for watching.